Hello there. So in this video, I want to talk about the idea of leverage and cash flow. And when I sit down with myself as an entrepreneur working every day, whenever I talk to my friends, relatives who made a lot of money in a shorter period of time, the one pattern that I can always point out to and I can recognize is that they were able to build a lot of leverage, which allowed them to multiply money in the shorter period of time. Okay. So whenever I'm waking up, sitting on my desk, getting ready to work for 10, 12, 14, 15 hours a day, I write down what are the things that I'm supposed to work on today that will allow me to build leverage in years to come. Okay, because if I'm always working, if I am putting in 100% of my focus and energy on things that are not helping me build the leverage but are only helping me build the cash flow, which is going to help me fulfill my necessities, my bills, and will allow me to live the luxuries of life today, then I will always be working on that and I will never be able to do something that will allow me to build the leverage. Now, leverage can come in different forms, okay? Like it's like you can go out, meet different people of high caliber who are really rich. You can build network with them. You can essentially, build a company, you can sell it, and then you can have some sort of capital that you can use as leverage to do other things. Maybe you can invest in the markets of sorts. You can have some sort of connections in the politics, and you can use that connection in politics to build big businesses, right? So leverage is always the answer. If I ask you today, what can you do today and in the next 3 months to be able to make $5 million, you would be like, I can't do anything, okay? And the reason why you're answering this question is because you do not have leverage. If you would had, let's say, $10 million in your bank account, and if I would have told you that you want to make $3 to $5 million in next 3 months, you would say, yeah, I can do that, because you could use the $10 million as a leverage to be able to make that $5 million, okay? Or you could be like, okay, I know this one person who has great business. I would invest in that business and that would generate me, let's say $3, $4, $5 million in the next 3 months. But today you are unable to answer that question, and you are almost 100% sure and you're certain that you won't be able to do that is because you do not have leverage. And so I'm always thinking about, yes, I need to generate the cash flow because I want to kind of live the lifestyle. I want to live the life. I want to have the lifestyle that I want for myself and for my family. But the most important question is what I'm doing today to build leverage on top of that. Because if I'm always working without building the leverage, I will not be able to sustain my lifestyle, and I won't be able to, able to compound the life that I'm living today. So leverage is one of the most important things that I've realized. And apart from building the leverage for myself, which is the leverage of attention in today's age, I create content on Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, right? These are the activities that allow me to build leverage, because I know that if there are people, hundreds of people, thousands of people who are paying attention to the work that I do, I would be able to use that leverage of attention in the future to monetize, right? So that's one thing that I do. But apart from that, I'm always kind of figuring out the opportunities in my family. I'm talking to my uncles. I'm talking to my dur ke fufaji in terms of, hey, like, do you know this guy? Can you connect me with this guy? Is there an idea that we can work on? Since you already are, let's say, doing this, can we do something around that? Because once you understand that if you start with leverage, you're able to make a lot of money in a relatively shorter amount of time, as compared to if you're working on something from scratch, where you would have to build the leverage on yourself, and then you will have to build on top of that leverage to be able to make money. But if you already start with leverage, there is no stopping you, and you will be able to make a lot of money in a relatively shorter period of time. Look around you in the world, okay? Somebody that you might know, and you would be like, okay, hey, this guy got rich real quick, okay? Now that person might have just used the leverage that he or she had, because without leverage, it's almost impossible to get rich overnight until and unless you win a lottery, right? So leverage and cash flow are two of the most important things that you need to focus on as an entrepreneur today. It doesn't matter where you're getting the leverage from. I'm very transparent about this. I really do not care if I got the leverage from my family, from my friends, from my colleagues, or from my relatives. If there is leverage, I would want to utilize it to its maximum extent, because that's what I want to do. I don't want to look at money as that, okay, I have made all my money myself, I'm self-made. I don't care about it, okay? I just want to use the leverage, use the capital in the world to multiply the capital that is in my bank account, because at the end of the day, that's the only thing that matters, because money is just a token that we use in this world to exchange value, right? And if I just put money on such a big pedestal that I just want to make it on my own, I will not use anybody's leverage, I will not use anybody's network, then I'm losing, because then I'm not making the money that I'm supposed to make. I'm not able to give the life that I want to give to my family. I'm not able to kind of fulfill the dreams that I had. I'm not able to fulfill the dreams of my family, my relatives, and the people that I absolutely love. So Leverage is the word, guys. Like if you're working today, if you're 18, 19, 20, 21, 20, 23, and you are working hard, if you want to be an entrepreneur, then you always have to ask yourself, if I am working 15 hours a day on something, will it allow me to build leverage? Okay, now obviously you cannot work on things all the times that will help you build the leverage, but always invest some sort of time, 10, like if you're working 10 hours, invest 2 hours a day on something that will allow you to build leverage. Maybe create content so that will help you build leverage of attention. Go out, talk to people, build the network, so you will have leverage of network, right? So the idea is to kind of stay connected and always adding one brick to the wall of leverage that you would want to build. Because if you're not thinking in the terms of leverage, you will always work day in and day out, and you will not be able to enjoy what this life have to offer. So yeah, these days I have been thinking a lot about cash flow and leverage, consistently grinding towards building both of them for myself, so I can kind of live the life that I want to live. And yeah, that's all for this video. I'll be creating more videos like these, and I'm just trying to keep the entire format very raw, very natural, so I can just talk to you guys. I can kind of speak my heart out. I'm very bored and irritated of sitting down in front of a camera recording all well finished videos and kind of putting it across you. I just don't want to do that, because that's not just coming naturally to me. In the coming weeks, you will see me documenting more of my life, telling you guys more of my thoughts. So let me know in the comments what do you think about that, and I'll kind of be malleable in a way, and would create the content that you enjoy the best. So yeah, that's all from my end. That's all for this video. If you're watching me for the first time, please subscribe, like this video, so it get pushed to a lot more people who are building, grinding, hustling entrepreneurs, because I want to build the community of people who are kind of trying to escape normalcy and putting in a lot of hard work. That's all for this video. I'll talk to you very soon and in the next video. Bye bye.